Okay, I believe we're live here. All right. Yay, well welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be doing Energizing Vinyasa Flow. It's a Yoga 101, 201, kind of intermediate, advanced, all levels. And we're going to be doing a nice vinyasa, so we're going to get our heart rate up a little bit. We're going to be moving kind of fluid like a dance. We'll also be doing some deep twisting at the end and then a short meditation to close. So go ahead and wherever you're at, if you can, just jump on your mat, jump outside, grab your phone and come outside with me. And looking forward to seeing you. So as you get in here, go ahead and comment and just tell me where you're coming from. Tell me a little bit about your practice, if you're able to join us outside where you're practicing. And so I'm looking forward to seeing your comments. So let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to just begin on our mat. Let's go ahead and come down into Child's Pose. And I'd love for you just to kind of start with like an open knee variation. I'm going to scooch in a little bit just so you can see me a little bit better until the sun moves a little bit higher. There we go. Get a little bit more light on my mat here. So if you can join me outside, it would be fantastic. Just to get out there and just be in nature. It's so important. So Child's Pose, we're going to open our knees a little bit. Toes come toward each other. Go ahead and reach forward and then just let your head drop down and rest your head. We're going to take about 5 big breaths, and what you want to do is you want to breathe all the way into the back of your body, so you're taking your breath all the way into your kidneys. Arms can reach so you can get a big stretch, or if you want to relax your arms a little bit more, you can just take your arms around the side of your body. And imagine you're watching a puppy or a kitten or a baby breathe, and they breathe with their whole body. So you're just feeling that breath in and out, all the way down to the bottom of your backside. Nice, long, deep, full inhales and exhales. Huge inhale. Soften as you exhale. Relax. Shoulders, arms, belly. Just notice where you might be holding any tension. And so if there's any tension in the body, just let it drop out into the earth. Continue. Long, deep, full breath. Exhaling everything out. Go ahead and reach forward if you aren't already reaching forward. Drop your toes underneath you, so you're tucking those toes and press back into the hips. Stretching your arms forward. Elbows are straight. And what we're doing here is we're spreading out the fingers with like a nice big wide 5 and grounding down into the earth. Drop your head out. Shake it out. We're going to move through a little bit of Turbo Dog down to Child's Pose to start activating that core. We're going to inhale, begin to straighten the legs. We're not coming forward into a box position. We're just simply straightening the legs and lowering. You can lower all the way down to the ground and let it rest, or you can use your core and lower down to a hover. Inhaling, straighten. Exhaling, lower. Using your breath. Inhaling, extending. Exhale, lowering. A couple more cycles here. And out. And breathing in. Lowering down to a hover. Keep that line of energy from your palm all the way through your tailbone. So you're pulling the belly button in and up. Exhaling and lower. Let's do a couple more. Just moving with the breath. Again, you can come all the way down to Child's Pose, or you can move to this Turbo Dog. And let's come up into Downward Facing Dog. Pedal out your legs, walking it out, alternating, pressing out the heels. Nice. Go ahead and walk hands and feet together, coming into forward fold. Inhale, lengthening halfway, nice long back, extending your tailbone back, pulling the crown of the head forward. On our exhale, grab around the back of our thighs. We're going to just slowly draw the hands down. drop into forward fold. Shake it out. Uttanasana. Take a couple relaxing breaths, and if you can, drop into ragdoll, letting the backs of your hands touch the ground. So you're using the backs of your hands, not the fingertips, so you don't grip. You're dropping in and surrendering. You want to challenge yourself, straighten the legs a little bit more, but not so much that it makes you round your back too much. Nice long, deep, full breath. Big breath in. Soften it out. Ha. Shake it out through the head. Let your hair release down. If you have hair, just let it drop out. Take it out. Bend the knees. We're going to roll up like a rag doll. Inhaling. Your head's going to come up last. Reach up. Exhale, coming into Tadasana. Hands are going to come down by the side body. Go ahead and come into mountain pose. So feet are going to be about shoulder width apart. And from here, just reach the fingertips down toward the earth. Let's inhale, reach up to the sky. Big breath. Look up. Exhale, hands come around heart center. Let's do that a couple times. Inhale, big breath, and look up. And exhale. We'll do one more. Reaching up. And exhaling. Let's go ahead and bring our feet together. Coming into Samasthiti, steady and strong posture. Hands are at heart center. Elbows are active, feet are together. Separate the heels just a little bit and then roll the inner thighs forward. That's going to create a slight anterior tuck to your pelvis. So the pubic bone is going to slightly tip forward where the tailbone is going to lengthen. It's going to create some space in your sacrum. And that's a space, especially as women, that we hold a lot. So just releasing that down and connecting into the earth. Grounding down through the bones of your feet. Inhale, reach up. Let's go ahead and come to the top of our mat. We're going to take a back bend. Exhale, let's take our arms straight forward and sit down in a chair. So we're coming down, Utkatasana, fierce posture. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sweeping back. And just move through the breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. A couple more. Inhale all the way up. Exhale back to mountain pose. Let's inhale, reach the sky, big breath. On our exhale, let's go ahead and fold in half all the way down. Releasing. Shake it out. Head, neck, and shoulders drop. Inhale, lengthen the back. So we're coming to a nice long back again, pushing the tailbone back, pushing the crown of the head forward. Again, if you're just now joining us, just jump outside and come onto your mat or come onto a beach towel with us. Hands come down behind the hamstrings and slide down, tucking yourself into a forward fold. Shake it out. Let your belly relax, let your head drop out. If you want more support, you can bend your knees and just let your body hang over your thighs. If you want more challenge, you can straighten the legs and hug in tight. Stay here for just a few breaths. Bend your knees. Come on up. Arms come up. Back bend. Exhale, hands come to our heart center. Very nice. Let's reach up to the sky. Take a big breath here. We're going to go ahead and step our right foot back into Warrior One. Bending your left knee and drop into a nice deep stance. Not too far back, but just enough so that you can get a couple feet between your front heel and your back leg. The back edge of your foot is actually on the ground. Breathing here, Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Turn your knee towards your pinky toe. Exhale, we're going to drop the hips and shoulders open and reach the arms long. Heel toe feet a little bit farther apart. Coming into Warrior Two. Breathing here. Drop up a little deeper. Let's take left palm to the sky. Sink into that left knee and reach up. Coming into reverse warrior. Exhale back to warrior two. We're going to come into a side angle. We're going to rest our front forearm on our thigh. Back arm is going to reach up and over into a nice long reach. Looking up toward the sun. And breathe. If you'd like to deepen, you can drop your hand down toward the ground and reach the ground. Maybe drop your foot a little bit deeper down the mat. And then reach the arm up and over. We're going to spiral our pinky down. Take it down and around. Reaching up. Exhale down and around. Using this body vinyasa to open that side of that whole right side. Exhaling it around. One more reach. And bring it down. Squeeze your pelvic floor muscles as you come up. Use your root lock. And back to our warrior two. Gazing forward over that front hand. Shorten the stance slightly. Come into warrior one. Facing forward with the chest. Spread out those fingers. Maybe take the arms wide into a butterfly posture with your arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, we're going to push off the back foot and step to the front of our mat. Coming in, woo. Making sure you find even ground here. Find your Tadasana. Again, tucking that tailbone slightly under so that the pubic bone lifts slightly forward, lengthening that space in that low back. Reach to the sky. Big breath in. Take a back bend. Exhale. Taking the hands to our heart. We're going to sink down into our chair. Squeeze the knees together. Reach your arms forward and sink down a little bit lower. Reach up on the inhale. Exhale back. 5 breaths. And back. And one more. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Take your back bend. Exhale, arms wide and forward fold. Shake the head out. Ragdoll. Inhale, halfway lift. On the exhale, slide the hands down the hamstrings and tuck into a deep forward fold. Uttanasana. Tucking the elbows back behind the knees, grasping toward the hamstrings and the back of the Achilles. Or you can just find ragdoll. You can also grab opposite elbows and let your arms drop out that way. Gently rock. Deepening your breath. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive all the way back up. Head comes up last. Take an optional back bend. Exhale, spin our hands to our heart. We're going to come into our warrior series on the opposite side. So coming to the top of our mat. Reach up, take a big breath, optional back bend. Exhale, reach into the sky, coming into a far-reaching mountain pose. You can also take butterfly arms here. Let's go ahead and step that left foot back, bending the right knee. Breathing here, push into the edge of that back foot. Again, make sure the edge of your foot is touching the earth and both the hips and shoulders are facing fairly forward. You can take those butterfly arms here, and that's going to help to open that heart center. Bringing the elbows high, not down here, but they're up, open, opening that chest. Let's reach up, big breath. Exhale, open into warrior two. Deepen your stance from front to back. So we're creeping our toes apart from each other, pushing back into the back edge of our mat. Arms are level with horizon. Gazing forward into the future, into the unknown. Let's reach our right palm up. Left hand scoops around that left thigh. Sink down into the knee. Breathe and reach. Exhale back to warrior two. Let's take that a couple times. Inhale, reverse. Back to warrior two on your exhale. Inhale. And out. One more time. And back. Let's come into our side angle. Front forearm's going to rest on the thigh. Left arm's going to reach back and open. Spread out those fingers and turn that palm to face down behind you. So that's spiraling open through that inner trapezoid area where we carry a lot of tension. Spread out the fingers. Look up toward the sun. Breathe here. Let's take that body vinyasa down and around. Keep that nice deep bend to that front knee. Exhaling it down and around. And reach. One more. And reaching up. Use your root lock as you come up. Find your warrior two. Inhale, take a reverse warrior. Exhale, back to warrior two. Coming into warrior one, shortening the stance, reaching forward. And then take those butterfly arms. Nice big breath here. Exhale, hands come to our heart center. Let's go ahead and find Tadasana at the center of our mat. Feet are shoulder width apart. Fingertips are reaching down toward the earth. Breathing here, in and out through the nose. Take a moment to drop the shoulders down and away from the ears. And breathe. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and scoot out of the shadow because the sun is moving here. So I'm going to just turn y'all around here with me. And we're going to come to this side. So finding your mountain pose. Flowing with the breath. Allowing your breath to guide you. So I'm going to just get some better lighting over here now that the sun is moving here this beautiful morning. Get a little view of the yoga cabin here and the waterfall. So as you move through your vinyasa today, what I would like for you to do is just to really focus on tapping into the sound of your breath, in and out through the nose, tapping into your intention for your practice today. So whatever that might look like. So if you haven't yet clearly set an intention, then now would be a good time to do so. And as soon as we do, we're going to move through one breath per movement with our vinyasas. So coming to the top of our mat again, finding that intention, finding that breath. Good. Hands come to our heart. Let's bring our feet together, coming into Namaste. Steady and strong posture. Reach to the sky, big breath in, take that back bend. Exhale, reaching toward the sky into far-reaching mountain pose or butterfly arms here. We're going to go ahead and step that left foot back. Warrior one, inhale, reach up. Exhale, opening into warrior two, deepening that stance. Putting a nice, strong vinyasa in that warrior flow. So as you deepen a little bit lower, lengthen your feet front to back. Take a reverse warrior, right palm to the sky. Bring your hands straight up today and sink down a little bit lower. Yeah, beautiful. Back to warrior two. Deep, slow breath. Let's take our front forearm to our thigh and reach that left arm back and over. Nice long reach. Again, if you want to deepen, the right hand can come to the ground. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, take your reverse warrior. Exhale, back, warrior two. Inhale to warrior one. Shortening the stance, turning slightly forward. Take those butterfly arms. Expanding and opening to the chest, big breath in. Exhale, hands come to our heart. Push off the back foot. We're going to come back to our mountain pose. Again, holding here. You can flow with your breath. Or you can hold. Bring your feet to about shoulder width apart. So we have a nice grounded stance. Flowing or holding. Again, reminding ourselves of our intention for our practice today. Exhale, hands come to our heart. Feet together, back to Namaste, steady and strong posture. On the inhale, reach to the sky for a far-reaching mountain pose. Step that that right foot back this time. Finding a nice, strong stance in your warrior. Take those butterfly arms. Breathe here, nice. Exhale, we're going to spin our right shoulder and foot open. Warrior two. Deepening that stance, arms are level with the horizon. Extend the arms, sink down. Left palm comes up toward the sun. Again, straight arm today. Sink that left knee so it's directly over that ankle. Right hand is just going to hook around the thigh and look up. Close your eyes if you can. Extend up and out through your lower back, through your left side. Reach. Big breath in, exhale back, warrior two. We're coming into our side angle. So you can take it, rest the flat part of your forearm onto the flat part of your femur, or you can reach your left hand to the ground. Right hand is going to come up and over. Breathe. Again, if you want to deepen, hand can come to the ground. Use your root lock as you come up. Find your warrior two, arms level with horizon. Shortening the stance, reaching up to the sky, pushing off, facing forward for your warrior one. Take your butterfly arms, breathe. Exhale, hands come to heart center, push off, find your mountain pose. Reaching up, flowing with the breath. Exhale, we're going to take a fold all the way in half. A nice swan dive, so the arms are wide, the heart center drops down first. Shake it out. Grabbing opposite elbows, or finding ragdoll, or hugging around the back of the legs, tucking in. Whatever feels good right now. Take about 3 breaths. Bend the knees, heel toe feet till they're about shoulder width. We're going to move right up into our chair. Arms come straight forward for chair just for today. Sink down a little deeper. So reach up and exhale back. Use your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling back, and back. 2 more. And out. Inhale to standing, reach. Exhale to mountain pose. Flow with your breath. Reaching up, soft knees. Exhale out. Ground yourself through your feet. Reaching up to the sky. And exhaling. We'll do 1 more flowing breath. Crisscrossing the arms in front of your body. Crisscrossing overhead. And hands come to our heart. We're going to move through our vinyasas again. This time, speeding it up just a little bit. Reaching up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, left foot back, warrior one. Breath in, heart opener. Breath out, warrior two. Inhale, right palm reverse. Exhale, back to warrior two. Coming into side angle. Modified or reaching to the ground. Inhale, left side reach. Exhale, back, warrior two. Inhale, take a reverse warrior. Exhale, back, warrior two. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, heart opener. Inhale, reach the sky. Exhale, step to mountain pose. Flow with the breath. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive, fold in half all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold in half. Bend the knees, reverse swan dive out. Then up, optional back bend. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Reaching up to the sky, big breath in. Exhale, right foot steps back, warrior one. Inhale, open the heart, butterfly arms. Exhale, spin hips and shoulders open, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, left palm up, sinking to that left knee. Exhale, warrior two. Coming into a nice strong side angle. Sukhasana. Left arm rests, right arm reaches. Exhale, back, warrior two. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's push off the back foot, step to mountain pose. Reach to the sky, big breath in. Take a back bend. Let's sit down into our chair. Arms come straight forward. 5 breaths through your chair vinyasa, reaching up. Exhaling back. Inhaling up. Big breath, exhale back. For 3. Sink low. And 2, get that energy up. And back. 1 more. Exhale, all the way up. Tadasana, flow with your breath. Reaching to the sky. Folding in half all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half. Reverse swan dive out, then up. Big breath in. Take your back bend as an option. Returning to Tadasana. Nice. Let's move through that one more time through each side. Reach the sky, far-reaching mountain pose. Nice. On our exhale, butterfly arms, step back into warrior one. Breath in, reach up. Breath out, spin open to warrior two, deepening your stance. Reverse your warrior. Exhale back. Virabhadrasana 2. Coming into Parsvottanasana, side angle. Front forearms either going to rest or come down to the ground. Reach and extend. Use your root lock as you come up, back to warrior two. Reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, heart center, push off the back foot, step front, mountain pose. Flow with your breath, reaching up. Exhale, swan dive, and fold in half all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold in half. Reverse swan dive out. Then up, reach to the sky. Exhale, returning to Tadasana. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, stepping that right foot back. Find your warrior one. Butterfly arms, inhale. Exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Coming into our side angle. Extend and reach. Back to warrior two. Reverse. And inhale, warrior one. Mountain pose. Flow with the breath. Fold in half, all the way down. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reverse swan dive out, then up. Big breath. Back bend. Coming back to heart center. Holding here and breathe. Finding Tadasana or hands at our heart. Again, take a moment here to find your intention for your practice today. Let's bring our feet together, checking in. Steady and strong posture. Take notice of what's around you right now. You might have birds. There's some cardinals that just came in here for us today. Cardinals are usually the ancestors coming in. Let's reach the sky, big breath. On our exhale, we're going to sit down, hands come forward, find a chair. Now from your chair pose today, what I'd like to do is have you move into eagle. So Garuda is a bird of prey. So we're going to pick up the left heel, we're going to step it up and over the foot and touch down. Now let's go ahead and take that left hand and scoop it under the armpit, right hand over the shoulder, and lift your elbows up. Now sink down into your chair. We're going to push that pinky toe against the side of the calf. Make sure the elbows don't drop down. You keep them up and open so you're wrapping your wings around your body. You can tuck your toes so that that left toe comes around the outside of your calf and squeeze everything to the midline of your body. What you're doing is pulling in any extraneous energy that you've released or allowed someone to take from you. You can take your eagle wings back to back, or you can wrap your fingertips here. Find your gaze. Lift those elbows, opening the sides and the back of the heart center to receive. We're going to exit into airplane, release the arms, gaze at the ground. Unwrap, ground through your foot, and fly back. I like to call this pose hawk pose. I imagine that I'm like a hawk where my talon is gripping onto a branch and I'm about to just dive off into the air. Breathe. Exhale to mountain pose. Hold here and roll out that right ankle. The other way. Shake it off. Move the hips side to side. And just take little spirals. So you can hold on to the crest of the hips and just move that energy. And then the other way, making figure eights. So important for our sacral chakra health. Very nice, ladies. Yeah. Let's release to Tadasana. Ground here. Arms straight forward. Inhale. Exhale, sink down into your chair. Heel-toe feet close together, squeezing the knees. Just pick up that right heel, step it up and over, and plant your toes down on the other side. Let's take that right arm. Underneath, grab the armpit, lift your elbow. Left arm, grab your shoulder. Stack your elbows and your knees, pulling everything into center. Pick up your pinky toe and push it into your calf, or wrap your toes all the way around. Sink down into a deep chair in your eagle. This might be plenty, or you can take your hands back to back, or wrap the fingers, and if you do, open up your fingers. Find something to gaze at that's not moving, and breathe into your eagle. When you're ready, release, and kick back, and dip down into your hawk pose, just like an airplane. Diving forward. See if you can spread out your fingers, spread out your toes. Fly. Find mountain pose. Nice work. Reach up. Fold in half. All the way down. Shake it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's go ahead and touch the ground. We're going to sink the hips, toes to the side, coming into low goddess. Hands come to our heart, and breathe. If it's hard for you to take low goddess, you can take the back of your mat or a cushion and put it underneath your heels. Breathing here, in and out through the nose. Nice long, deep, full breath. Take our hands to the ground and just try to move a little bit forward. So what we're doing is moving into a Garland pose. So from here, we're just going to bring our arms forward and create some space in that low back and reach. Pushing back into the tailbone and creating a nice long space across the back of the spine. Let your head drop out. Soften and allow yourself to move forward. So you're allowing that body to surrender forward in this low goddess Malasana posture. From here, if you'd like to deepen, take your palms open, thumbs face back, and then just take your arms out wide like a T. Drop your head. You can kind of wiggle the hips side to side here, and you might get to the point where you can wrap your arms closer around the back of your body. If you bring your heels a little bit closer in, you can take Ganesha grip, which is an acro grip, where you hook all four fingers together behind your ankles. So you can heel toe your feet a little closer in, and then wrap around your body. You're going to come onto the crown of your head. Finding full Malasana. Breathe. Allow those hips to surrender. Whatever stage, whatever karma that you're at, just be. Don't force or push, and don't judge yourself. Just let yourself be. Slowly rock back. Take your arms forward. We're going to walk back up. Heel toe feet together. We're going to drop back onto the hips and bring the feet into butterfly. Soles of the feet together, heart center lifted, breathing here. Flap your little butterfly wings. Nice. So feeling that energy moving. We're going to ground it down. So taking your fist and the back of your fist and push down through the sacrum, down through the tailbone, and root that energy down into the earth. And then reaching the other arm up and open, connecting to Father Sky. So we're aligning the energy points from the crown of our head to the tailbone. Mother Sky, Mother Earth to Father Sky. Feel this deep connection in both directions. Let's bring our hands to our heart center. Let's take Lotus Mudra. So we're going to take the heels of the hands together. We're going to take the pinkies and the thumbs together and spread out the other three fingers. So we're making a flower. and it looks like this. Yeah. So bring that right in front of your heart center. And just think about the things that you can offer the world. What does that look like for you? I'm sure it's totally shifted through this pandemic. So what are the offerings that you want to show up with in the world? What does that look like for you? How can you shift and shape your life so you can bring these offerings to the world and align your life so that it fits with what your services and your time and your talent is here to do? Take a moment to breathe into that. What do you really love doing? What are you passionate about? Fill up that lotus flower with all of these desires and passions, these things that are on your heart, that might have been on your heart ever since you're little. Let's bring those up to the third eye. So taking that mudra, heels the hands still together. Again, the other three fingers are spread out wide, right over the third eye. This is the place where ideas come into action, or our thoughts become things. And then reaching the arms up overhead. Gifting those gifts of time and talent and service to the universe, to our great spirit to use for the highest good. And then bring your hands into prayer and bringing down those blessings to our heart. Take a moment and surrender by reaching the hands forward, grabbing onto the feet or the shins, and drawing into butterfly and surrendering forward. You can take your palms open onto the earth if that feels good here. And just let yourself drop forward. Let your head drop out and shake it out. Big breath in. We're going to sigh on the exhale. I want you to make some noise with me. It's very important to open the throat chakra by actually making noise, not just listening to me do it. Breath in, and then we're going to sigh. Ah. 2 more. Make some noise. Breath in. I want you to notice if you're resisting making that noise. Open your throat chakra. Breath in. The rest of that air, breathe it out. Good. Nice. If you need to do it again, do it. Good. Use that throat chakra. Use that voice. Expressing your need to surrender and your need and your will to do the highest good. Drop it out. We're going to move into Tortoise Pose or Turtle Pose, depending on if you want to be on land or on sea. So take your hands, we're going to slide them underneath the shin. Other hand, slide underneath the shin. So now the meaty part of your forearm is right underneath the edge of your calf. There's a lot of energy and tension we hold in that meaty part of our forearm. So we're going to push down with our calves and release those hands. And our hands turn into little flippers or little claws, depending on if you're on land or on sea. And let your head drop out like a little turtle, withdrawing into his little shell. And we're just going to gently press side to side as we either walk slowly like a turtle or we paddle through the fresh water or through the salt water. So just notice what feels like it resonates with you the most and just become that turtle. The turtle energy is such a teacher, allowing us this pause that we've been through, this global pause, and just not jumping up like a rabbit after this pause, but taking the time like a turtle to really decide where you want to go. And you may not even want to go anywhere, and that is so fine. That is totally okay. Just allow yourself to drop side to side. You can pop your head up out of your shell. Take a big breath in, arching the back. And then again, go within. Drop it out. And let yourself again be that turtle or that tortoise. Take as much time as you need to go within right now. This is such an introspective posture, and it helps us to understand that we have to have this time for introspection. It is so critical to our health, the health of our world, the health of our communities, the health of our families. Allowing yourself just to drop out, maybe sway the head. Again, popping up, taking a breath. And then dropping it out again. Just a couple more breaths here in your tortoise or your turtle. Slowly unwind. We're going to come into a seated twist. So extending the legs forward, we're coming into staff, Dandasana. Danda is a straight rod or line of energy. So in Dandasana, we're making two straight lines of energy, again, from the earth to the sky, from the crown of the head down and through the root chakra. And then again, another line of energy level with the horizon from the tailbone to the heels. So breathing here into our staff, spreading out the toes. Take your fingers next to your side body so you have a nice full support. Let's go ahead and bend our left knee in. Coming into Marichi's posture, we're going to reach up to the sky. Big breath. Exhale, hands come to our heart. Go ahead and twist to the left, and we're going to drop our left hand by our tailbone. Extend the right arm and push against your knee. Lift the chest. We're going to bend and flag the arm just like a little salute toward our highest self. And then gaze out over our left shoulder. Sit up tall, breathe in. Exhale, twist, and see if you can look around to the very corner of your eye. All the way out. Untwist and switch. Marichi's pose, reach up. Exhale, twist. Drop right hand down. Left arm comes to the side body, lift and twist. Take a deep breath in and see if you can look all the way around to the right side of your eyeball. Flag your hand as a salute towards your intention for your practice, and look around to the right with your eyeball as far as you can. Squeeze and exhale. Big breath in, reach. Exhale, and bring our hands to our side body. Nice. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, we're going to fold down. Swan diving into your forward fold. Heart center leads. You notice I'm not reaching for anything. I'm just dropping forward. Allow your arms to drop out by your sides. So you're not forced to pull or tug or force. You're just going to drop your head. You can reach around the back side of your legs. Draw your heart center up towards your big toes, pulling your toes towards you. And then drop in a little deeper. Shake it out. We're going to take a little twist here, taking the right hand to either the left shin or the left foot. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, take a half bind. Back of your hand comes to the opposite hip. Lift the chest and twist. Now, if you'd like to deepen here, you can lift the leg up and twist. It's a huge IT band stretch. You've been sitting a lot. This will be like, oh mama, yeah. Breathe in and twist. Let's come back. Back to staff pose, reaching up. Exhale, hands drop by the side for support for our spine. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Coming back to center. And other side. Reaching up, big breath in. Exhale, folding in half. And reaching the hands down. Palms up and surrender. Just drop into your forward fold. Paschimottanasana. Seated forward bend. Inhale, lift partway. Open and lengthen through your heart. And then draw your hands underneath your body and draw into your forward fold. And let your head drop out. Shake it out. Nice. Now, if you want to deepen here, you're going to take your left hand to your right shin or your right foot and drop down, pull with the elbow. If you want to advance your practice, come up, reach up, and we're going to twist, looking all the way around to the right. Lift the chest. Nice big twist if you can. You can also reach your hand open. And exhale and release. Back to staff pose. Inhale, reach up. And hands come down by our sides. Holding your staff and breathe. Let yourself just ground. Staff is an awesome posture for seated meditation because it is active and passive at the same time. So it does keep your mind busy on holding the posture, so your mind won't be that mosquito where it's constantly bothering you. And that helps a lot. And that's why our yoga practice is so important, because it gets all those little kinks and quirks out of your body, so that way you can have a seated practice without your monkey mind constantly on. Let's go ahead and bring our feet into Sukhasana, simple seated posture. And you can uncross the ankles into Siddhasana like I have here, or you can crisscross your ankles underneath you. Let's take our palms open. We're going to end with a seated practice today of just guided breath. We're going to use our 3-part breathing, and then we're going to just move into our alternate nostril breath, and I will leave you to do your own meditation practice. So I encourage you highly to stay with the practice even after we stop the live video. And go back and comment on my video here and tell me what your practice looks like. I love to hear from you and hear how you're doing. So finding your seated practice, however that seated posture looks for you, settle yourself down and make sure you're on level ground. We're going to move into 3-part breathing. So 3 times. Inhale through the belly, expand through the chest, breathe all the way up into the collarbones, lengthening through your spine. The very top of your breath, we're going to take throat lock, chin to chest. Lift your heart center up to your throat as you bring your chin to your chest. So you're not hunching forward, but you're lifting. Good. Oh, there's 3 vultures overhead. Yay! I love these vultures. They keep coming in. So if you're out in nature, notice what comes in for you. It's super important to notice what's happening in your practice in nature, because that's how spirit speaks to us. So taking your 3-part breathing, again, expanding through the belly, expanding through the chest, expanding through the top, and then all the way tuck your chin, hold the energy in. So just do 2 more on your own. Complete full exhales between. Last one here. Lock your chin to chest. Exhale it out. We're going to come into alternate nostril breath. So we're going to use a mudra. Take your right hand up. We're going to curl down the first and second finger. We're going to close off the right nostril with the right thumb. Inhale. All the way to the top of the breath. Pause. Close off with your ring finger and exhale through the right. Make sure you're not turning your head. You're still keeping a neutral spine. Inhale the same side. Close off with your thumb. Exhale. Let's do 2 more rounds. 1 through each side. Inhale. This is Nadi Shodhyana. Exhale, close it off, and breathe out. Inhale the same side. And switch. Last round of alternate nostril, and then we're going to pause for our seated meditation. 1 complete cycle. In and out through each side. Ending on the side you started with. To balance it out. Finish on the opposite side. And then come back to your center. So wherever you're at this point in your practice, I encourage you just to find your own breath and just hold your seated practice for as long as you can. And we will see you on the next live. Namaste.